Good morning, students. Today we are going to take or see one more new topic from semester 4, paper 2, unit 3, and the name of the topic under the unit 3 that is named as organic farming. So under the organic farming we can see a subtopic that is the biofertilizer. So by biofertilizer, these are the microbial inoculants consisting of living and active strains of specific bacteria. It may be algae, it may be fungi, or alone or in combination. So you can say that the biofertilizers can be also named as microbial inoculant. So today we are going to see the topic that is biofertilizers. So from the name itself, it defines that biofertilizer, bio means life and fertilizers means fertilizing. The main use of the certain organism, maybe the microorganism, when organism they can be used as a fertilizer, then they are said to be the biofertilizer. So coming up to the definition says that the term biofertilizer, it include all such microorganisms. So the biofertilizers, it includes all such microorganisms which add. ये क्या करते हैं microorganisms? These are present in the soil. These microorganisms they used to conserve and mobilize the plant nutrient. ये क्या करते हैं? Plant में जो भी nutrient available करके देते हैं in the soil. And such microorganisms are called as the biofertilizers. So as I already said, bio means life and fertilizer means fertilizing or giving nourishment. So certain organism which can be used in order to or you can say that they can be used for the growth of the plant, then they are said to be the biofertilizers. So this can also be defined as the preparation, एनी टाइप ऑफ प्रिपरेशन दैट कंटेनिंग लाइफ एफिशिएंट है. मतलब कोई भी एक सॉइल ले लीजिए और उस सॉइल में जब हम एक ऐसा ऑर्गेनिज्म ऐड करते हैं विच cause the plant to grow or which gives the nutrient more efficiently to the plants. So you can say that it is defined as a preparation containing live efficient microbes. ये जो preparation है उसमें efficient microbes present होते हैं and these microbes they used to perform various functions like nitrogen fixation, phosphate solubilization और mobilizations. तो ये जो भी प्रिपरेशन जो कि सॉइल में प्रेजेंट है या सर्टेन माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म विच इज प्रेजेंट इन द सॉइल, व्हाट दे यूज टू डू, दे यूज टू फिक्स द नाइट्रोजन. या तो नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन करते हैं या फिर फोस्फेट को सोल्यूबल फॉर्म में अवेलेबल करके देते हैं या फिर फोस्फेट को मोबिलाइज करके प्लांट्स को अवेल करके देते हैं. सो दिस इज द मेन डेफिनेशंस ऑफ द biofertilizers. Now coming up to the uses of or why chemical fertilizers should be replaced by means of the biofertilizer, because biofertilizers they are very cheap. So one of the reasons why biofertilizers can be utilized is it is very cheap, and the most important reason is it is eco-friendly. So we know that chemical fertilizers they are very costly and they are you can say they are not eco-friendly, but this is again biofertilizers they are very cheap as well as the eco-friendly and economically source of nutrient. It is one of the source of the nutrient and it improves the soil health. So this is the main reason why this fertilizers is to be used. So somewhere chemical fertilizer should be substituted by means of the biofertilizer nowadays. Now coming up to the role. So what is the role of these biofertilizers? So this role may says that it plays a very significant role in improving soil fertility. So what it does, what is when we add biofertilizers to the soil, what happens, it improves the soil fertility. Soil की जो fertility है उसको improve करता है by means of fixing atmospheric nitrogen, by means of nitrogen fixation, both in association with the plant or without it. So either if it is associated with the plant or if it is not associated, what is the main function is that it improves the fertility of the soil. So here you can say that it improves the soil fertility. It may be either by means of nitrogen fixation, by means of association or without association, or the main function is solubilize the insoluble solid soil phosphate. So the phosphate which is already available to the plant, these phosphate are solubilized and it is made available to the plant, and then they produce plant growth substances in the soil. So what is, you can say that this main role of the biofertilizer is to improve the soil quality. What are the main benefits or advantages of this biofertilizer, or what can be expected when one uses the biofertilizer? Then they can say that they mobilize the phosphate in the soil. So the main function is that they mobilize the phosphate in the plants. So consider if this phosphate is already available in the soil, but this phosphate is not accepted by the plants. What is the main function of this biofertilizer is that they make this phosphate available to the plant by means of mobilizing it. And next is that it is store biological activity. So when once the phosphate is mobilized, then the development takes place, and because of that the biological activity also takes place. Next, it improves the development of the root. So as the fertility improved, we can say the development of the root also increased. Next, retention of the soil water and pH. So all these things, soil water can be retained by means of adding the biofertilizers. So we can say that biofertilizer has got many advantages over the chemical fertilizer. Not only it is very cheap but also eco-friendly. At the same time, it is providing the fertility to the soil or increase the absorption of the nutrient. By adding these biofertilizers, one can say that it absorbs or it increases the absorption of the nutrient. Now coming up to the classification. So depending upon the nutrient provided, Verma, V-E-R-M-A, Verma and Bhattacharya. So Verma and Bhattacharya in 1994, they have broadly classified the biofertilizers in the three categories. So they have classified this biofertilizer into the three groups. You can say that the first one is nitrogenous biofertilizer or nitrogen fixing biofertilizers. They can be abbreviated as NBF, means nitrogen fixing biofertilizer or nitrogenous biofertilizer. Next is phosphate mobilizing biofertilizers. They can be in the short form of the phosphate mobilizing biofertilizers are PMBF. BF stands for biofertilizer. And the third one is the organic matter. Organic matter decomposers. So these are the three main group of the biofertilizer. So you can say that biofertilizers may be broadly classified into three groups, maybe nitrogenous biofertilizer, phosphatic biofertilizers, and the organic matter decomposers. So now we are going to see one by one what are the different type of nitrogen fixing biofertilizers. So here the first group, that is nitrogen fixing biofertilizers, they can be again broadly divided into two types. Maybe the nitrogen biofertilizer fixing biofertilizers for legumes. So here the main example, that is rhizobium. It is one of the microorganism or bacteria. These bacteria normally present in the root nodules of the leguminous plants. So there what they used to do is that they fix the atmospheric nitrogen, which is almost 78% in the atmosphere, and they utilize this nitrogen and convert into the suitable form or the form which is acceptable by the plants. So these nitrogen fixing biofertilizers, they used to fix the nitrogen in the leguminous plants. So leguminous plants are normally the plants, or you can say that dal family, all pulses family, they belongs to the leguminous plant. So here this rhizobium is one of the example which lives in the root nodules. So in the next picture, here we can see the root nodules. Normally these root nodules, they are present in all type of leguminous plants. For example, Mimosa pudica or certain Fabaceae family like pea, gram, Pisum sativum, whatever I say, और मूंग दाल या फिर मूग, you can say that groundnut, all this comes under the leguminous plant. And because of this leguminous plant, they have the root nodules, and this in this root nodules this rhizobium bacteria they used to live. The main function of the rhizobium bacteria is that they make the nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere made available in which form the plant require. And what does the plant gives? Plant gives a shelter in the root where they can live. So here symbiosis we can see between the plant and the rhizobium bacteria. So here we can see that these nitrogen fixing biofertilizers, they can fix the nitrogen in both in the leguminous plant as well as non-leguminous plants. So you know that cereals is not a leguminous plants. So besides this, we can find out certain bacteria or certain organisms, they are present in the soil, and these bacteria they can fix the nitrogen and make this nitrogen available to the plant, and thereby increasing the fertility of the soil. So we are going to see one by one. So in case of the leguminous plant, we can see an example of rhizobium. So rhizobium, it is a type of bacteria which is present in the leguminous plant, and in case of the cereals which is a not leguminous plant, here we can see certain bacteria, they can present freely in the soil. So here we can see this is the root nodules, and we can see this is a rod shape rhizobium. So this is rhizobium bacteria which present in the root nodules. So this is an example of Azotobacter. So here you can see a petri plate in which the culture of this Azotobacter has been done. And how does it look like? So what is Azotobacter? Azotobacter, these are the species of gram negative. They are gram negative, free living, aerobic soil dwelling, oval and spherical bacteria. So you can say that these are the bacteria, they normally lives in the soil, but they live freely in the soil. So you can say that the soil may contain Azotobacter, and because they lives in the soil in the free state. And what is the shape? You can see here the shape is almost oval shape. So it may be present either in the oval shape or the spherical shape. and they forms a thick walled cyst. So these bacteria, they are again present in the soil. They are freely available in the soil and they can fix the nitrogen. So this is one of the example of nitrogen fixing biofertilizer. Next, coming up to this is a blue green algae. So here this is an example of a nostoc. Why this is said to be blue green algae? Because when it comes in a cluster or when it is concentrated, it looks almost blue green color because it contains a pigment, that is phycocyanin, which looks almost blue green in color. At the same time, you can find out a picture of a bacillus. So this is a picture of a bacillus, and this is a picture of azospirillum. So this is a picture of azospirillum. This is a picture of bacillus. So bacillus, you know it, it is a rod-shaped bacteria. So this is a gram-positive bacteria, and nostoc, it is an algae, that is a blue-green algae. Besides that, one more example, that is azolla. So azolla is also one of the nitrogen-fixing plant, but that is a plant. Okay, here, so what we have seen, nitrogen-fixing biofertilizers for cereals normally which is utilized, that is azospirillum, azotobacter, azolla and blue-green algae. So we have seen blue-green algae, we have seen azotobacter, and we have also seen the azospirillum. So in this way, these are certain microorganisms which when added to the soil, they may increase the fertility of the soil by means of fixing the nitrogen. Next is the phosphate mobilizer. As we have already seen, there are three groups of the category or classification. They unite, or you can say that they can be classified into three groups. First one is nitrogen fixing biofertilizer, next is phosphate mobilizing the biofertilizers. So these fertilizers, what they do is that they mobilize the phosphate. So what are the examples of mobilizing phosphate are? So mobilizing the phosphate or phosphate mobilizers may be again divided into two. Maybe phosphate solubilizer, ये क्या करते हैं, phosphate को soluble form में available करके देते हैं. Next is phosphate absorber, और जो form में ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट है सॉइल में उसको एब्जॉर्ब करके देना, दैट इज वैम, वेसिकुलर आर्बेस्कुलर mycorrhiza, that is vesicle arbescular mycorrhiza. So mycorrhiza, they are the phosphate absorbers. वो क्या करते हैं, phosphate को absorb करते हैं because they are present somewhere in the root horizon में present होते हैं, and they are normally the combination, it is one type of fungi, you can say that, and it makes the phosphate absorbed and they made available to the plant. So phosphate solubilizers, example, that is Bacillus, Pseudomonas and Aspergillus. So Aspergillus is again a fungi, Bacillus is one of the bacteria. So bacteria like Bacillus, it normally make available the solubilize the phosphate and make available this as a fertilizers to the plant. So we are going to see the phosphate mobilizers in detail in the next lecture. So see you tomorrow with the next topic. Thank you for watching.